Hi, welcome to class. In today's class, we're going to integrate some of the stretching and breath techniques that we've been practicing into the flow. So let's begin today's class in child's pose, connecting to the breath.
And as you hold in child's, feel your hips release down towards your heels. Let your shoulders relax. Let yourself melt down into the floor. Take 3 conscious breaths in and out through your nose. On the in-breath, feel the expansion of your back ribs, the skin soft so they can expand. And as you exhale, release further into the ground. Then come up onto hands and knees. Cat-cow, move with your breath. As you exhale, round through your back. Let the hands and the knees sink into the ground so the back can spread more. And as you inhale, flip into extension. As you exhale, round through your spine. Inhale into extension. Last one, exhale, round out. And inhale. Come to neutral and step your left foot up to the outside of your left hand. Bring your hand to the inside of your knee and then reach the knee away from you, open up the inner leg, and bring the knee back. And just do that a few times. Just seeing how much external rotation and abduction you can get. Then bring your knee into the midline, lift your back knee, take your left arm up and twist. Turn your left palm forward, reach your left arm overhead. Take your arm back up. Both hands down onto the inside of the foot. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, reach your hips towards your wrists. And as you exhale, reach the hips back, let the head drop. Inhale, glide forward, deeper into the lunge. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, forward into the lunge. And as you exhale, step into plank position. Feel the heat building in your body as you hold in the plank. Reach the big toe mounds down, engage your legs. Then with your toes curled under, drop your knees down. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, come forward, shoulders over your wrists, and then hips towards your wrists like you're doing up dog. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, stretch back. Come up onto your hands and your knees and bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Bring your hand to the inside of your knee and start to move your knee away from you. Stretch through the inner leg. Exhale, come back. And then just moving your knee back and forth. Doesn't have to be with the breath. Bring the knee back into the midline. Then reach up and twist as you lift your back knee up. Turn your right palm forward and reach your right arm overhead. Bring your arm back up. Bring your hand down onto the inside of your foot. And as you exhale, lift your hips and stretch back. Inhale, glide the hips forward. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, glide the hips forward. Last one, exhale, stretch back. And inhale, come forward, step your foot back into plank position. Hold in your plank pose. Good, now reach from your shoulder blades into your hands. So instead of sinking into your shoulders, push the floor away and then pull your hips up and back, keeping the reach from the blades into the hands without crunching your neck. Inhale, glide forward into plank. Exhale, lift, push the floor away from you and stretch back. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, lift and stretch back. Inhale, glide forward. Set your right knee down. Twist and open up. Take your left arm up. Hold here with your right knee down or step back into full side plank and hold for 5 breaths. Slowly with control, come back into plank position. Drop left knee and open up. Hold there or step into side plank. Come back into plank position. Lift the hips, stretch back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, look between your hands, step or float up to the top. And as you inhale, find length, come up halfway. And exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach through your feet. Stretch and reach. Exhale, spread arms and fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step, plank position. Knees down or legs straight, depending on your upper body strength. Lower slowly to elbow height. Pause. Lift back up. Lower slowly, 1 inch above the mat. Pause. Back up. Lower slowly, elbow height. Again, if you can do it with legs straight, that's cool too. But make sure that your middle stays in. You're controlling from your core, 1 inch above the mat. Press up. 30 more. Lower slowly to elbow height. Just kidding. It's the last one. Back up. Lower 1 inch above the mat. Pause. And lower down. Now stretch your arms forward along the floor as you reach back through your toes, forehead down. Now as you exhale, pull your arms back into cactus position and then lift your heart up, and now squeeze your elbows into a W position, like you're rowing the elbows back, like you're pulling a band. And then stretch your arms forward, head down. And exhale, squeeze back. Use your back muscles, squeeze. Inhale forward, this time hover the hands in the forehead. Exhale, squeeze back, use your legs. Squeeze the backs of the legs, the glutes. Last one, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, squeeze it back. Squeeze. And then reach the arms straight back. Open up your shoulders, your chest. Lift the legs an inch if you can. Keep the thumbs pointing out to the side, fingers back as you slide your hands next to your side ribs, right underneath your elbows. Expand across your collarbones. Open the hands into the mat, and as you gently but firmly press into the ground, spread across your chest. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your back muscles. Now turn your hands around, hold here, or roll up into up dog, your call. Two more breaths. And stretch back. When you finished, downward dog. It's more like 2 more seconds than the 2 more breaths. Okay, I got over it. Down dog, stretch back. Most yoga teachers, we failed arithmetic. Not very good counters. So that's why we couldn't do any other profession. We had to become yoga teachers. That's what I've found. From downward facing dog, look in between your hands, step or float lightly to the front of the mat. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold deeper. Now this time, bend the knees slightly and roll yourself up. And at the top, spread your arms and reach up. And as you exhale, spread arms and fold forward. Inhale up halfway, get length. Exhale, step back, plank position. Lower slowly to elbow height. Engage your glutes and your core, lift back up. Lower 1 inch above the mat. Lift back up. Lower to elbow height. Back up. 1 inch above the mat. Back up. Lower 1 inch above the mat. Pause. And lower down. As you stretch your arms forward, reach through your fingers, reach through your toes. Now keep the reach and lift your left leg up 1 inch. Buttocks grips down, right arm up 1 inch. Keep your rib cage in and your forehead down. Change, right leg lifts 1 inch, left arm. Change. And change. Slide the hands next to your side ribs and inhale into cobra or upward dog. And stretch back. Step your right foot for Vira 1. Inhale, come up. Bring your hands into reverse prayer or press your knuckles together as you straighten your right leg. Inhale, open up your chest, look up. Exhale, fold forward over your right leg. Then interlock your hands and reach your knuckles up and over. You could also use the strap or a towel at this point if you got one of those handy. Now your choice. Step into Modified Warrior 3, where you have your fingertips on blocks or on the floor. Or you can go into standing splits. Fold to your right leg as you lift your back leg up. Your choice. And then lower your left leg to meet your right. Roll yourself up to stand. Sit into chair pose. Cross your right leg up and over your left. And cross your right arm under your left. for eagle. Uncross your arms and your legs, stand in mountain, and adjust your shorts. Okay, get everything back in place. Once the outfit is secure again, stand in mountain. As you inhale, raise your arm. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Take a vinyasa or step back into down dog. From downward dog, step your left foot, warrior one. Inhale, come up. Then straighten your left leg, hands come behind your back. Reverse prayer or just press knuckles together. Inhale, lift your heart, open up your chest. Exhale, fold forward out over your leg. Then interlock the hands and reach the knuckles up and over. Step into the modified warrior three or right into the standing splits. Lower your right leg down. Roll yourself up. Sit into chair pose. Then cross your left leg up and over your right, left elbow under. Uncross and stand in mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back into a vinyasa or just right back into down dog. All right, from downward dog, hop to a seated position. Lie down onto your back. With your lower back flat on the ground, take your arms forward. Keep the lower back pressed into the ground and then see if you can take your legs forward. Don't let the lower back come up. And then come right up into a seated position. And then roll the lower back down, reach the legs forward, and then come right back up. Now let's see if we can roll the lower back down as the legs go out. And then back up. 3 more times. Last one. Now roll the lower back down, legs out. Bring your left leg up. Hands up and over to the outside of the leg. Change. Both legs down. Stretch your arms up and overhead. See if you can keep your back ribs pressed down into the ground as your arms stretch back. Then take your arms back up and roll yourself up. Come all the way up to seated. Reach your arms up. And as you exhale, reach past your toes. Come back up. Roll back down onto your back. Stretch your arms back. See if you can keep your back ribs down as you touch your hands to the ground. Arms back up. Roll yourself up. Then child's pose or downward dog. All right, let's do overhead stretch. With the toes curled under, come into a kneeling position. It's a little easier if you take a prop underneath your knees, like a block. Sit up tall. Sit bones point down, ribs point down. Take your arms up overhead. Grab opposite elbows. And then slide your left hand in between your blades. Change. Right hand in between blades. Take your legs wide apart. Sit up straight and tall. Put your hands on the insides of your legs. Work on your upright seat or start to fold forward any amount. Then come back up. Put your hands in front of you. Tuck your hips, tuck the front of the pelvis up towards your chest, and then see if you can lift your legs up and hold. Set the legs back down. Bring the left heel in, Janu Shirshasana position, and side bend out over your right leg. Come back up, change legs. And side bend out over your left leg. And come back up. Bring your left heel in for Siddhasana. Sit up tall with your eyes closed for pranayama. Ujjayi pranayama, make a slight constriction in the back of your throat so your breath makes sound. And let go of the breath control. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for class today. If you'd like to finish with a 5-minute guided Shavasana, then you can click this link over here. If you'd like to finish with a 5-minute silent Shavasana, you can click this link here. Shavasana is the most important part of your practice, so I recommend that you finish with that. I'll see you next time.